Have you ever heard a chord progression suddenly become super emotional or super cinematic just from one single chord change? What's interesting is that a lot of these chords actually don't belong to the key at all, and yet they create the most powerful moments in music. That technique is called modal interchange, and once you understand how it works, it'll transform the way you make music forever. But first, let's talk about why you should even care about modal interchange in the first place. See, the thing is that most guitarists are often writing their chord progressions in just one single key. And while there's actually nothing wrong with this, eventually it'll make your songs start to feel a bit safe or repetitive even. The thing is that many of the most emotional sounds in music can often come from outside of the key that you're currently in. And it's kind of like broadening the color palette that you're working with on your song. So instead of working with one color, you're suddenly painting with two or even three colors. And this brings emotional nuance to your music, which will just make it hit way harder for your audience and for yourself. Using modal interchange stems from this initial idea of a regular turnaround chord progression, which is basically just C major, A minor, F major, and G dominant. In other words, this. We've all heard that, sounds pretty normal, but if we suddenly impart a bit of modal interchange, we can turn it into this. That changes completely the feel of that chord progression, makes it sound way more emotional and just hits harder. The idea here is that emotional contrast and nuance creates stronger harmony, which is one of the things that can really level up your music and your compositions in a big way. But if we don't understand what modal interchange actually is, then we're not going to be able to use that, so let's talk about that. So the concept of modal interchange is kind of simple. Basically, we're borrowing chords and colors from other scales, most often the parallel minor scale. One of the more popular options, and you probably heard of this, is substituting the 4 chord for the minor 4 chord. So an example of that can be this. As you probably heard, that gave the progression a way more emotional feel, almost like a bittersweet quality to it, maybe even nostalgic. And that's really the important thing here. We're borrowing a specific chord, in this case from the parallel minor scale, to incorporate and inject a bit more emotion and color into that chord progression. And the reason why this works so well is because our ear really attaches themselves to the chromatic movement that's created in the inner voicings of those chords. So for example, when we go to F major, we have that A note over here. And then when we go to F minor, that A note becomes A flat. And when we go back to C major, that A flat becomes the G note, the natural G note. So again, that'll be. That chromatic movement in the inner voices creates melancholy and nostalgia almost. So hopefully you're seeing how one small tiny note change in a chord progression can completely transform the way that chord progression sounds and feels. So it's a great color to incorporate into your own music whenever you want a bit of that emotional spark. So really, modal change is about sound and emotion, not memorizing blank theory, although that certainly helps. And I want to give you 2 more bar chords that sound amazing, starting with the flat 7th chord. So in C major, if you have C major over here, the 7 will be B minor 7 flat 5. But if it were C minor, it'll be B flat major in this case. So if we join those 2 chords together, C major 7 and B flat major, we suddenly have this. It's a very powerful color, very rock oriented. You probably heard this in a lot of rock songs. And it has an almost anthemic sound, like an anthem sort of sound. So it's really great for that. Try it out sometime. And another color that I really love is a flat 6 chord sound. So in C major, The 6 is going to be natural. In other words, it's going to be A minor. So it goes A major and then A minor. But if you interchange that A minor for the flat 6 from the C minor scale, we suddenly have A flat major in there. So it goes C major 7 and then A flat major 7, which is a really cool sound. You might recognize this from the second half of the Mario theme songs. And this modal interchange has an almost cinematic feel to it. Very dramatic, and it's kind of unexpected because you don't expect to hear two major 7 chords in sequence, especially in a major tonality. So it's a very cool sound. I encourage you to listen to it more emotionally than analytically, but it's important for you to know the theory behind it so you can make the best use out of it. So let's talk about how to actually use modal interchange in your playing and your songwriting. First thing that you need to know is that you often start out with a simple diatonic progression first. You don't just jump to the modal interchange color. You have to first start with a simple diatonic progression, and then you choose what you want to interchange from that progression. And you start off by replacing one specific chord in that chord progression with a borrowed chord, often from the parallel minor scale. So you can start off by changing the 4, as we talked about, or the 6 to the flat 6, or the 7 to the flat 7. But really the sky's the limit here. Those aren't the only colors that you can try interchanging. Really, experimentation is key here. So I really encourage you to try interchanging different degrees from the scales. Try borrowing different colors from the parallel scale and see what you come up with. The important thing here is to listen for emotional contrast, to listen for tension and color. Modal interchange works so well because it's like a controlled surprise. The ear isn't usually expecting to hear a chord from another scale, and it introduces new colors and sounds for a very brief moment, which injects a bit of emotional nuance and color into your song. And I've talked a bit of theory here, but the important thing here is that you experiment for yourself and you find which colors really resonate with you and say what you want to transmit in your song and in your playing. And even just one well-placed modal interchange can really transform a song and just take it to the next level. So most guitarists spend years memorizing shapes and scales, but the players who really sound professional and expressive understand how harmony creates emotion. And modal interchange is one of the fastest and most effective ways to make your music sound way more emotional, profound, and just overall musical. So definitely play around with it and incorporate it into your songs and see what happens. Now, if you want to go deeper with actually being able to see all of this that we talked about on the fretboard, check out my free guide called 3 Steps to Fretboard Mastery. In it, you'll learn the best method to take what we talked about here today and translate all that theory into actionable practice, into something that you can actually incorporate into your playing, all in just a simple 10-minute read. And on top of that, you'll also get a free backing track to practice everything. So if that interests you at all, check it out in the link in the description down below. And until next time, keep practicing.